Hey everyone,
Hey everyone.
I'm Kaiya, Thrifty Redhead on Instagram.
I'm Caitlin. Did I thrift that closet on Instagram?
And welcome to Flip That Jawn.
We are two full-time resellers from Philly, and this is a weekly podcast that explores the ins and outs of reselling while linking arms with the reselling community to help grow and learn from each other.
We're excited to connect with you and new voices that will help to inspire and motivate you in your reselling journey. Join us as we learn more about ourselves, each other, and our ever-growing awesome reselling community.
All right, hey guys, welcome back to episode 10 of Flip That Jawn. It's official episode 10. We made 10 episodes. Yo, but you froze in a singing position for a minute. It was so funny. Yes. So welcome back to Flip That Jawn. No, it's just like, girl, I'm tired.
It is. My computer's like, we had a long day.
So welcome to episode 10, guys, of Flip That Jawn podcast. If you are returning a listener, hi, hello, what's up, tiny hand gang? And if you are new, hi, hello, welcome to the Flip That Jawn podcast. We are glad that you're here. Please stay around. It's very, I don't know, we're all over the place in this podcast.
We are, but we're a good all over the place.
Buckle up. It's about to be a bumpy ride. I feel like for all the new people, I feel like I should do that flight attendant thing. Like, your exits are here and here.
Here and here.
Please put your mask on before helping other people.
Oh, God.
All right, so today we're...
Shout out to us being in the 10th episode. This is exciting.
Yeah. I mean,
we didn't quit yet.
We didn't...
We're still here.
They're really still going for it.
Really still here, huh?
Hell yeah, baby. So today we're going to talk about sustainability. This is a table topic with me and Kaiya today. We do have some fun guests coming for you guys this month that we're excited to learn and listen to, but also for you guys to learn and grow in your business and personal life. But before we jump into that, with our table talks, we like to, break it down a little bit. So we want to talk today about what is new.
What's
going on? What's going on?
Yes, Marvin.
It's a mood. I feel like after today, I need to just put some Marvin Gaye on and just
brother. Say no. Don't get us started with karaoke in here, y'all.
Content change.
We need to have a podcast with just me singing songs.
If someone
I'm here for that.
Please drop it in the comments. Slide into my DMs appropriately.
I guarantee you, me and Caitlin can, whatever song you get, we can probably do like a 9 out of 10. Like, we'd be so all over the place. You wouldn't think we know the songs we know.
But we have some exciting stuff coming up with what's new for us in the podcast and for Flip That Jawn in general. And we got a little drum beat. That's probably really loud. I'm sorry, guys. But we have our first pop-up shop coming in April. Yes. So excited. So we will be at the Philly Hardcore Record and Merch Swap on April 18th, guys. It is a Sunday. It is 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Clark Park, West Philadelphia. Born and raised on the playgrounds where I spent most of my days. Right? I'm sorry. I feel like I have to when I say West Philadelphia.
Every time you say West Philadelphia, it has to say that.
And guys, we're super, super excited. We're super, super grateful for this opportunity. Really excited for the first pop-up. And, it being outside, it's going to be nice weather. And it is free. We are going to have a bunch of stuff going on. There's people with records. There's people with merch swap. Candy Corpse is going to be out there. Labels, distros, and a bunch of people, including Little Goat Coffee. So definitely... shout out. They got amazing coffee. Bring your dogs, bring your kids if you want. It's super family friendly. Everyone will be masked up, social distance. And Kai, you want to tell them a little bit what we got going on? A little, snipper of what we might be bringing.
A little snipper of the pop-up shop. I'm excited. We are definitely going to have a lot of items from me and Kate We're gonna have dollar bins, y'all.
Dollar
Dollar
bills, y'all.
bins. Like if you looking for something quick and easy on the low, check out those dollar bins. But we're gonna have some creative, unique designs coming from me and Kate. You know, we are in our creative pockets right now with some tie dyeing, with some distressing, Jesus, distressing, some bleaching. Kate coming through with her sewing. Oh, we about to have some hot stuff coming out there, and these are going to be unique things. This is going to be like a one of a kind. You ain't gonna be able to find this no place else. I mean, it's gonna be coming from us, other places, but can't get it from no other place but Flip That Joint.
Yeah, we're gonna also have some vintage and stuff, so it's just gonna be a fun time, and definitely like we'll be there. Also, check out if y'all are coming out, check out the other booths. I can't express that enough. Like, come hang out with us, but definitely go check out the other people. Support the local Philly scene, y'all.
And what's that Instagram again, Kate? Give them that Instagram.
So you can check it out, guys, over on it's all over the internet. You guys can go over to Wilson Way. He is the, creator of this. I actually went to the first one. And it was just nice to see people and hang out with people outside as well. So he is doing that. You can also check it out through the multiple PA Philly Hardcore, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. Philly Hardcore shows. Yeah, definitely go check it out. If you just kind of type it in, or if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see the flyer. We can definitely send some more information. Definitely come check it out. I'm excited. I was like, even if it, nothing comes of it, I'm just excited to see other people. Yeah. I'm excited to be outside. Ladybug.
And networking.
Yeah, networking, meeting other people. I think that's just the fun, let's celebrate each other. We're always about having a long table and everybody coming to the table. So we are super excited about that. Again, you can definitely check out our Instagrams with the flyer information. Like I said, it's a little Sunday, like afternoon delight, guys. It's like 11 to 3. Come and go, hang out with us. And Ladybug will be there. So she requires lots of pets and lots of treats. So super excited about that. Yes. So definitely check out our Instagrams for more information on that. Again, that is April 18th. The address is on the flyer on our Instagrams. It's over at Clark Park, which is in West Philadelphia on Baltimore Ave. And that is Sunday, April 18th from 11 to 3 p.m. So I hope somebody wrote that down because I repeated that like 7 times. So if you
could just replay it.
Like rewind. And it's an awesome place too if you're looking for vinyls, guys. I can't express it. So all good times starting off the spring strong, starting off the hustle strong. Super excited about that. All right, so that is our exciting what's new going on. All right, so today also we like to do another thing before we hop into our stuff called Posher Spotlight. Kaiya, I'm going to let you take the wheel on this because it's your baby.
It's my little baby. So Posher Spotlight. Posher Spotlight, you guys know I hook it up every Friday, showcasing and putting the spotlight on a fellow reseller or posher, whatever platform you sell on, just to get them exposed to the people, all of my PFFs on my Instagram, and so we can network. We had to meet everyone and gain some new knowledge for, our business in this reseller community. So just a quick follow-up on all of the poshers that I spotlighted since last time. We have Krishanda, and her Instagram is at humbly_Chris. If you guys don't follow her already, please seriously do so. Chris is literally her name. She's very humble. She's like the sweetest person I know. She is so supportive, so motivating. I love her content, like just the aesthetic of it. She uses Canva just like me, but I'm telling you, the stuff that she puts together, it just makes me want to like read it all day whenever I'm feeling like,
she's so dope.
Yeah, she is. She definitely is. And she's also on TikTok. So head over to her Instagram page, follow her on TikTok because she puts out some funny stuff. For real. After Chris, we had Tiana, who is the Swag Slayer Fashion. Right? Swag Slayer Fashion on Instagram. Check Tiana out. If you talking about a businesswoman, like extreme hustler, that is Tiana. She is definitely the swag slayer. She does multiple YouTube videos, IGTV videos. She is always in a live sale. She is such a promoting, marketing, advertising queen. Like that girl right there. She can definitely give you some great tips on marketing and advertising your business, and definitely showing up with some content for sure. So head on over to Swag Slayer Fashion to give her a follow.
She's like always going live with people too on Instagram. Like
she
today was like
is.
7 different people. I was like,
I'll be like, how you do this? I'll be like, girl, you must have no clock. Like you must have no clock. Like what you be drinking? What's in your coffee?
She's like, just go to Narnia, guys.
Right?
Time does not exist.
All right, next up we have Ayanna, Thrift and Boss Babe over on Instagram. And I'm telling you guys, she is so dope. She is a Philly Jawn. She is from Philly, and I met her through Instagram. Actually, just like going out on a limb and reaching out to her. It was like, hey, can you share this post? And I was like, sure. And after that, it was just like, hey, like, how are you? Where are you from?
Hi, we're new best friends.
Like, yeah, we are now friends. You can't escape
Insta
me.
friends.
So we have definitely been on a level of like healthy eating and working out. So I love talking to her about that stuff. But you guys, like, she's a real, like, legit businesswoman. She owns a screen printing, I think, company. I think it's called Shop Rebel. Don't quote me on that, but go to her Instagram page, Thrift and Boss Babe, and check it out.
I'm over here fact checking for you. Oh man, yeah, no, definitely, be out here supporting our fellow Philly Johns. Y'all know we all about that. And yeah, definitely check them all out, guys. But we got more too. I believe.
You just gonna slide past the next person?
No. I was just saying general. No.
I was about to say, because the next person was you. She was just trying to hide herself, y'all.
Yeah, you guys are herself.
No. The next person I put my Pasha spotlight on was Caitlin. Did I thrift that closet? If you don't already
follow her.
Caitlin is hilarious because she didn't even know she was on my list. I just sent her a picture of my list, like, yeah, I got my Pasha spotlight made out for the year. She was like, hey, is that me? I was like, yep. I was like, see, you didn't even know.
I didn't even know how to work email too. I sent 3 different. I sent 3 different pictures and attachments at 3 different photos.
I was like, girl, get your life together.
Just like 3 different emails of me with dogs.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was like, Caitlin, I need a picture of you. No more picture of Ladybug.
I had to share love with my other dog too, so I was like, you get another picture of dog, and then me with Ladybug.
Hilarious.
Like, just one of me. I'm not the focus.
I'm not.
The dogs.
It's about Caitlin, but it's about my dogs.
True facts.
For sure. All right. And the last person I had for the Pasha Spotlight was Phyllis at Resell, Retail, Relove. I have known Phyllis for a long time. She's in my accountability group, and she is definitely like a mom figure to me. And she is a teacher. I give her all the credit. She's from Texas. She's a teacher all day, all night, and then she still resells. So I'm just like, you really got your hats on, because after being, and she's a kindergarten teacher at that.
Aww.
So listen.
Yeah, those finger paint days, they don't mess around.
Listen. I'll be like, after coming home, I'll be like, forget all of this. I'm going to bed.
Because like you ain't do your show and tell today, closed computer. You're going to show them the screen being closed.
That's what it is. So definitely head on over to Phyllis' Instagram page, Resell, Retail, Relove. I love her name.
Yeah, show that teacher love. They hold a soft spot. My mom was actually a teacher, so I joke around, but I definitely have the respect for that. It's a lot of hard work. Y'all don't get paid enough money, and you work twice as hard. So Phyllis out here grinding and supplying the knowledge too, the information. That's awesome. I love it. Yes, awesome. Love doing Pasha Spotlight, Kaiya. I love it. Again,
Yes,
I did
I
every
love
episode,
Pasha
but
Spotlight. It's every Friday, y'all. It's featured on my Instagram page, Thrifty Redhead with 2 Ys. So check it out. You want to be a part of Pasha Spotlight? Send me a DM. I just randomly pick people. Like I tell y'all, there is no complete method to my madness. I'm just like, oh, you haven't been a Pasha Spotlight. Let me ask you. That's it.
like she
Real
just
simple.
swerves sometimes.
Sure can.
You said that so confidently. It's like a boss over there.
I'm down with the swerve.
Yep. Me, you throw a swerve and I'm like, I don't know where I put my head, guys. I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. So I definitely got to take some notes from Kaiya on that. All right. So yeah, that's definitely Posture Spotlight. Make sure you guys definitely, if you're here by episode 10, you haven't followed Kaiya for the Posture Spotlight, just like pause us right now, come back, go do that, and then come back and restart the podcast because like you just need to do it. You just need to, it's a good way, as I said before, to connect with other people. It's a good way to network with other people, but it's also just a cool way to learn from other people. People have been given gems of advice that I feel like applies to day 1s to day 5,000. So definitely make sure you pause this. I'm giving you permission right now. You got 5 seconds to pause this video, go follow Kaiya, and y'all can't miss it because it says Posture Spotlight, so you can't miss it.
Extra bright, extra yellow. Pasha Spotlight. And with the sparkles.
In the sparkles.
With the sparkles.
Y'all are getting, again, I see this episode, you're getting an extra episode, but really just every episode is an extra episode. It's just the one is at night, if you can't tell. It's been a crazy day, but y'all are family, and we got to show up for y'all. So before we hop, again, one last thing. I keep teasing you guys into this topic, but I swear to God, we're going to get there eventually. Before we start talking about sustainability, we like to do, in case you missed it this week, where we maybe highlight things that y'all, I don't know about you, but sometimes things be going on, and then I find out 5 months later, and I'm like, where was I? I was probably in eBay land when this was happening in Depop, or I was in Depop land when this is happening in Poshmark. So we just like to try to bring some things that is, pop in that you might want some eyes on. And this week we want to talk about Poshmark adding video into your listings. I'm excited for this, Kaiya. How do you feel about this? I know we talked a little bit about it today. I know we talked a little bit about this today in our actual Posh and List party.
Yeah.
But I want to know how you feel about it, Kaiya.
I am feeling great about it. I just feel like it's another tool for me to use to get things out there. And I mean, it just really reminds me of IG stories. I find it very relatable to that. Excuse me. I didn't mean to cough on the mic.
Cough
I
on
find
that
it really right. I find it really relatable to the IG stories, and I love IG stories. I find it the quickest and easiest way to get like my content out there. And I feel like that's going to be the same way with my listings. And I love how like if someone is wearing the outfit or you're wearing the outfit, or it's like, I don't know, like a model or something, whatever, stock photo, you can kind of turn that into a video and put it out there, which can make people see it even more or more faster than scrolling through a feed, and it could be more entertaining.
Yeah, and I would definitely say too, like, go back to Leah's reseller store if you guys need help with that, because she's a Depop seller. Depop has had that feature for a while. I have never really utilized it till we had that conversation with her on like how to actually use a video in a listing, how to use it to your advantage. Definitely go back to her episode 7 with her, because she gives some awesome tips that just correlates right over into Poshmark land. It doesn't have to be straight to Depop. I'm excited for it. It looks like, they really trying to make it pop in. I feel like we kind of need a little bit more guidance in like, what are the things? Like I tried to upload, just found out 15 seconds is the max. You can't be doing like a minute video like Instagram. Someone said it has to today, like if it's a different format, it won't upload. You can I've been putting audio onto mine, but you want to make sure you're not, ruining a copyright thing. Y'all don't get copyright sued. Don't copyright infringe make sure that you're doing it following terms of service, and covering your butts. But play around with it. We had a lot of fun of ideas, people going through. I talked about a little bit how I'm using it to my advantage today in regards to content. We had someone else saying, hey, I'm not necessarily going to style it, but I'm going to use it like this so it's a consistent thing at the end of my listing. So take advantage of it, because 16 photos in a video,
Dude, it's bound to sell with that.
Yeah, you really can't find that anywhere else. It's like you really can't find it anywhere else, and that's a pro. So use that to your advantage. I'm stoked on it. I need to definitely do it more. But that is in case you missed it. Let us know, you guys, how you feel about video listings. Drop it in the comments. Appropriately slide into the DMs. Let's have a conversation about it. If maybe you know something about it that I didn't just say, please let me know, because
I really love about Poshmark is because that is like one company I really feel like listens to their customers. They listen to want to know how they can better service. And I feel like they did that with the increasing the photo limit, because that 8 was stretching, and it was like, hey, we need more, and they gave us more. And it's like, hey, we want videos, we want to do this, and it's like they working on it, they giving it to us. I just feel like they listen. It's very rare.
Those Instagram stories, I know a lot of people are like, or the Posh stories, they're like, what's the big deal to do about it? But I will tell you, it is very much similar to your Instagram stories. So if you're using your Instagram stories to market, but just think it's exactly like that, but you don't have to have a 10,000 follower to get the swipe up, because it's right there. So if you're really worried about that on your Instagram, you already got that boo on your Poshmark closet. So it's like, utilize maybe you're more than 10,000 followers on Poshmark. That's a whole other thing we can talk about, followers on Poshmark. But use that the same way you would use that. So that is my TED talk about using Posh stories. I personally like them, but that's because I've seen them work. I've had people use them to tag stuff that they got in my shop. I've had people share stuff when I got sales going on. So anyways, I just think there's a lot of really good stuff coming. And if you just started reselling on Poshmark this year, like,
you're coming in at an awesome time.
Yeah, because I feel like there's even more. Oh, also, I know I'm just doing Kaiya too, as well as the videos. They did add the discounted shipping option, which is awesome. I've been trying to play around with that, trying to clear some things out with free shipping. I like that option.
And especially when you do offers, because before it was like, you got to make a shipping discount with your offer. Yeah. Now you get that option to like, no, I'd rather you pay for all the shipping than giving you an offer.
But you also got to be careful of that too. I will say I did get burned. I had to learn the hard way because I had free shipping when it first popped up. I was like, I want to take advantage of this. I'm gonna put everything that's 25 and up free shipping. And if you don't go back and change that, guys, and then someone sends you an offer for maybe like $10 less, like $15, and you don't change it, they still get the free shipping.
Yeah.
So, think about it, have a plan to it. If you're going to do that, definitely you got to make sure you go back and either like relist or fix it or whatever you need to do, because I was like, wait, why is this person only paying me $4? I was like, wait, sis, what? So I learned the hard way, but I'm going to pass that. I'm going to use that lesson for y'all. So definitely keep your eyes on that. But the shipping discount, I think you have like what? You have $1 off of shipping, $2 off of shipping, and then free shipping. I believe it's those 3. I'm saying 3 and holding up the number 4. That's what
I think it's 3. I know it's either like free shipping or like,
I know it's free $4.99.
Yeah.
And then like $5.95 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's like that.
$5.
Yeah.
So you're getting off like $1, $2, and then free shipping. So
right.
I still gotta get grips on that. It seems like they're trying to push that too. So I know they got a lot more stuff coming up. So I'm excited to see what they roll out. So we'll definitely have some more in case you missed it. But while we are going, now that we're finally here, Kaiya, let's talk about today's topic. What are we talking about today, Boo? Or this month?
I was gonna say today's topic as well as the entire month. We are talking about sustainability. So sustainable. Look, I'm already getting jacked up on the words. Sustainability. This was a topic. It was like a no-brainer when we were making up topics for the year. It was like, hey, we definitely got to talk about this. What is sustainability? Like, what is the definition? Let me tell you the dictionary.com definition of sustainability.
Kaiya over there writing an essay for us.
No, please.
I need double-spaced.
1.5 margins. Times the Roman
words minimum.
Oh, Jesus. That's 12. A lot of damn words.
I'm all right, so
you feeling triggered? I just came off of a semester. I ain't trying to do a damn thing.
Goodbye.
So sustainability, y'all. It is the avoidance of the depletion of natural resources in order to maintain an ecological balance.
Yes.
With all of those huge words.
Yeah, you gotta.
Sustainability means use it until you can't use it no more. That's the easiest way to say it.
Yeah, I think it's important to go back on that and to reflect on it, because me and Kaiya have definitely had conversations where like, I'm not doing this in a way to throw shade at anybody, but it feels like it gets very buzzwordy. Just like we said in episode 2, right? Like authenticity. Wow. One day I'll be able to say that word, guys, if you just believe in me.
Yo, we are not smart. We can't say nothing tonight.
There is no thinking cap available at the store, guys. I couldn't go puff it. So sorry. No thinking cap is coming to me. But, you know, I think a lot of people, I mean, it's very true. Like, wouldn't you say, Kaiya, like in our, it's a huge part.
Oh, no. The word sustainable to me is a buzzword. Not saying that people are not sustainable, but I just feel like we should be correct in using it correctly. Like, I am not fully like sustainable. Like, you want to talk about that? I'm within clothing. I am, but the rest of my life, probably not.
Yeah, I think again, that's like I don't want to. You guys are getting night killing, so I don't want this to come off like I'm coming at people, because I'm not. Because I genuinely think we're all trying to get better, and you can't get better unless you start somewhere, right? So it's great to start using that, but you know, you gotta back up the actions to your words. So if you want to be sustainable and stuff, and I don't think it's a day one thing. Like you said, I don't think there's any shame in it to say like, you know, I'm not fully sustainable, because there are definitely parts of my life that I am not. I could get better at. I was telling Kaiya this the other night. I was like, girl, and nobody read me in the comments right now. If so, please tell me how to fix this. I throw out my coffee grounds, and I know that's like a compostable, like compost item. I know it's a compost item, and I don't know where to start with that. So do I acknowledge that I'm not doing it? Yes. So for me to say like I'm sustainable is like, but girl, are you really? But the better way to say is I'm trying to be sustainable. You hear Marty downstairs, y'all getting the Call of Duty on the side. But you know what I mean, Kaiya? It's like I feel like sustainable is a buzzword, you know, when they're like, oh, use the words in your bio, your Instagram bio to like for SEO and all that stuff. Like that's good, but I feel like a lot of us, myself included, should say trying to be sustainable or aiming for sustainability. Because when you say it in total, it's like nobody got it all perfect. I'm not a perfect human being. Like, I know.
Right.
I throw out those coffee grounds. Somebody's going to read me in the comments about that.
Listen, I'm sorry, y'all, but I throw out coffee grounds as well. Like,
so we need someone to come tell us how to fix this coffee ground.
I use paper plates. I use paper towels. Like, listen, I'm honest and I am for real. A girl don't like to do dishes. And a girl's daughter doesn't like to do dishes either. So
wait, but can we break that down though? Because like there are what did I say? There's like there are levels to this shit.
Yeah.
Because okay, you use paper plates. I don't. I wash my dishes. I don't have a dishwasher, so I run a lot of water. So you want to talk about water conserve?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, okay, I'm not being sustainable in my water thing.
It's hard.
So like
it's really hard.
Like there are levels to this, right? So I don't think that you can like knock on someone for doing it entirely. I give props to people that do. I don't know. Like to me, it's so hard. Not saying that I'm trying not to get to that level.
Right.
But it's so hard, especially in 2021.
It's very hard and it's a lot to learn. Like real shit. I did not used to know how to recycle. Like it is, I'm telling you, like recycling was a hard thing for me because it is very particular. It's annoying and it's very particular of the items you can and cannot recycle. At one point, I was just like, I'm not doing it no more. Like the recycling wasn't picking it up because I was putting stuff in there that didn't belong in there and they weren't taking it. And I was just like, fuck it. Like throw it all in the trash. Like it's all going to the same place anyway. I don't care. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to teach my kids that. And I remember watching Good Day Philadelphia, and it was, I don't know if it was during like, I don't think recycling. Do they have a month? It's something like that. No, they got a month or a day or something.
I know. I'm about to look for it. Is there recycling?
Where they kept talking about recycling, and I think it was people there, and they had a bunch of items on the table, and they were showing what can be recycled. This is what it's called, and this is what you can do. Like I didn't know, like the top of the pizza box is the only part that can be recycled because the bottom part has the grease. Like, did you know that? I did not know that.
No, I didn't. I mean, the fact that I just Googled, is recycling month a thing?
Damn that Google.
And they said, you mean National Recycling Day?
Probably. That probably what it was.
And then it's in November, by the way, everybody. Okay. If you want that, it's November 15th. So
yeah, so definitely
right around that corner.
Check that out. But yeah, recycling was a hard thing. I was just like, why can you recycle this, but you can't recycle that? Like, it was just annoying. Like, we used to get the circular, and I never used to look at the circular. I find it to be a waste of paper because everything is online. I use the store apps anyway. I don't see why you got to deliver this to my door every day, wasting paper. And I used to toss it in recycling, and it was like, we can't take the plastic, but we take the paper. I said, what the fuck? I was just too lost. I was like, this is too much. But I really started being more aware, and now it's like very conscious. It's like the back of my hand. So when we have trash or something, I'm showing my kids, I was like, nope, you can't put that, but you can put that, you can put that, you can't put that. So I've really like studied up on recycling. It was a course for me.
Yeah, recycling. Now I feel like I want to make sure I print out a list and make sure everything's going in there, because that's true too. Like, living in South Philly, it'll be like recycling cans of like, and I think honestly part of it too, like, not to make a general consensus, but in Philly, people have just not cared, because it has come out that this is me reading Philadelphia. Don't get me wrong, I love Philadelphia, but we real Philly Johns out here, so I got nothing but mad love. But at one point, it came out like it's just all going in the same lot, guys. So like,
that's exactly what I knew, and I was just like, it's all going there. Like, who is sorting this crap? Like, are y'all even sorting it? Are y'all pushing it through the same thing? Why are we doing this in the first place?
So
but I'm just like, I'm trying to follow the rules, y'all. I'm trying to be an adult. I'm doing this adult thing.
But I think that's great that you're setting the example too, because as much as, so I know we start off kind of like, I didn't mean to like start off on a negative like negative note, like just to be like, y'all aren't really sustainable. Like I don't mean it like that. Like, you guys are like, reselling is a form of trying to be sustainable.
For sure.
So
I think that's the part that needs to be cleared up. Just because you're a reseller doesn't automatically make you sustainable.
yeah, because there are levels to this shit. Okay, like you could be getting from Goodwill, or however the hell you source, getting rid of fast fashion, right? So that's part of it. But like, is your package sustainable? Are you using compostable poly mailers? Are you
I wrap the shit out of something with some tissue paper.
Are you putting stickers? Here's another one, guys. Are you putting stickers on your tissue paper so that the other person can't reuse it?
Oh.
Are you using thank you cards, or maybe just putting a thank you card in there? One thing I've seen people do is put a blank thank you card into their package and just write like a post-it note on something that says thank you, so then they can reuse that thank you card, right? So creating that chain. Are you reusing boxes that you get packages in? Are you, if you're choosing to use like, thank you cards like I do, I always choose the recycled paper option.
Yeah.
So again, there are levels to that. And I feel like I've had conversations with people that are like, I'm trying to be like, I feel bad because I'm not being 100% sustainable.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm like, sis, you're like 98% sustainable. And like the 2%, you're working your way there. Like, and as humans, we all make mistakes, and you can't take the brunt of one giant problem, which is a factor of many things. Like, it's not just clothing. I'm not going to go off on I'm not going to be that vegan that everybody thinks is me getting on a soapbox, but what you eat, being vegan is a huge part. That was a huge part for me of choosing to be sustainable. Again, not trying to get a soapbox. I don't judge at all. But again, there's that. Driving your car. If you drive a car, what kind of car do you drive? Like, what kind of, is an electric car? Is it like, are you using it for only your essential needs? So there are levels to this. How do you use your energy in your house? You know what I mean? Even like with my dog, am I using bags to pick up my dog's like poop? Is it like a reusable, compostable bag? Right? So there are levels to it, and instead of looking at it like, oh, I can't get to 100%, it's
Right.
like, okay, what can I do to get to that 100%?
Or even if you don't even want to get there, because I know I can't, like, I'm going to use paper plates. I'm sorry. Like, I can't let go of the paper plates, y'all. I can't. I'm sorry. I got 4 kids. I can't. I'm sorry. But I feel good when I know I'm doing something that's helping, even if it ain't the paper plates.
But like, if you had the option to get paper plates that were made from recycled material,
I don't know. I don't even read the bag.
So it's like,
I'm just being honest.
I mean,
I'm the Dallas though. Do the Dollar Tree have recyclable paper plates? Because if they do, then I get those. But if not, then I have no idea. I'm just being honest.
No, I want you to be. This is the place to do it. Yeah. I'm not judging you on paper plates. Like I said, I'm not judging you on anything because who am I?
Right.
Who am I to say?
We are non-judgmental people. That's why we talk about these topics in these episodes.
But like, who am I to say that someone's not doing, like, just because you're not vegan, you're not lowering your carbon footprint? And it's also circumstance-wise. Okay, right. So you brought up the whole point of the Dollar Tree. Okay, like, if you there are ways to go about it that are cost effective, but then there are also ways to be sustainable that are, people know, again, it's a buzzword. Big companies like to use it as a marketing tool. There are some things that are like quote unquote sustainable that even to me, I'm like, I can't afford to buy that on the regular. You know what I mean? Like, so like, I don't even have a car. Like, I would love to get an electric car. But like, I can't, so it's circumstantial.
I ain't about that life, yo. I can't do no electric car. charging that shit up like I charge up my phone. I be forgetting to charge up my phone. That joint won't die in the middle of the room. You forgot to charge me, sis. Like,
Well, that would be a thing too, right? So that's again for
that
if there was
electricity bill be up.
if there was more options available to
Yeah.
charge your car instead
Oh,
of
yeah.
I know that Philly's been trying to do it,
Yeah.
but I know there's like an obscure amount for a huge city. It's like 15 or something. Like we're a big city with a lot of people. You think 15? So if you had the option to have more spots where you could charge it,
Yeah.
right? So I think it's
But even
that
just
domino
starting
effect.
small. We don't have to start, big. You don't have to make these drastic changes to be sustainable. Just the little things. Start off with the little things and then gradually, make more changes that fits you. Don't do it because you think it's a fad or everyone's doing it, or I'm not a real reseller or person because I'm not sustainable living, just because everybody else is doing it. Like, no. You have to be sustainable for you, for sure.
If you're gonna make moves, make them because you
want
genuinely want to, and they genuinely mean something to you.
Right.
So, like, if you want to be more sustainable in reselling packaging, then you do it. But if you're doing it because for the clout, if you're doing it because you feel like you're not a real reseller, then like don't do it because it's not a genuine thing, and I guarantee you it will fall out and it will just be a bad experience. Or maybe like sit and think about it for a little bit. Maybe do some research, guys. And again,
Yes.
it doesn't even feel
it doesn't hurt to research. And speaking of research, Caitlin, did you know that sustainability, coming to you with some facts, did you know that sustainability is made up of 3 pillars, which is the economy, the society, and the environment? Did you know that?
No. Look, Kaiya, the more you know, Rainbow just happened in my life.
Yes. Those are the principles of sustainability, which is, the foundations. And I'm also seeing that like these principles, the economy, society, and environment are informally used as profit, people, and planet. I feel like we are the people.
Yeah, I feel like
and the profit.
I feel like we kind of, you know what, that's an interesting point, Kaiya, because I feel like we kind of dove into the people and the planet aspect, but the profit thing is what's really intriguing me on there, because that's not something you really think profit-wise is sustainability, which is like, that's a very interesting point. So that is something that I'm going to have to jump off and do research on myself. Like, what is that pillar comprised of? Because I don't really, when you say sustainability to me, it's like, we love the earth, like, holding hands across the earth.
The
children. Like, like
Michael
for
up
me,
here.
it's like for me, it's like, okay, Captain, Planet Captain or Captain Planet. Wow,
Captain
I don't know
Planet.
why I'm doing this, but Captain Planet, right? Like, save the planet, do your recycling. Don't cut down trees. Because that's to me, I guess, when you look in the pillar, that's to me, like, that's the big point for me. But I think that's a valid point to bring up to people because the profit and people are about that. And I think that's where there's a Venn diagram, like what we were just talking about, where it's like circumstantial, right? Yeah, like, okay, where, many things cross over, like, what does the economy look like? What does, like, this, even in Philly, like, right, you go to some neighborhoods and I'm like, there's no way there's like a Whole Foods in like these two complexes.
No.
But you go like, to just like 6 blocks over, and maybe it's a totally different area of the city, and they got like a Whole Foods, they got the farmers markets, they got like Trader Joe's.
But I always that really bothers the shit out of me about that in the economy, and I always wonder why. Why does that happen? What makes you? I mean, we know what makes it, but why choose to put these stores that have the best produce, the best products, but they're more expensive? Like, why does a salad cost $10, but a fucking burger costs $1. I don't understand it. Like,
Yeah.
and then we think about, oh, the obesity in the world and chronic illnesses and diseases stem from unhealthy eating. But look at what you're giving us. Look at what you put available to us at this price.
I'm gonna have you look up. This is me giving you things to research on Google.
I'm ready for my assignment, teacher.
Right, so we're kind of getting off topic here, but we'll get back to the tangent. We'll get there.
Still there.
Okay, so going off on from my nutrition, like going to school for nutrition, being a vegan, definitely research food deserts and what food deserts are. Again, the short term of it, definitely Google, learn about it. It's the idea of one area not having accessibility like other areas. And this can go in the same city. It can be in different states. I talk about that a lot with people when it comes to I like to provide like information on veganism from, not just what you can get from Whole Foods, but like here are options you can get from an Aldi. Here are options you can get from like, Dollar Tree. How many times, like the past 2 times I went to Dollar Tree, I'm like, yeah, that's vegan. Like, so I like to provide that because I know not everybody has accessibility or the income, to go to Sprouts and ball out on like $200 a week of groceries.
Whole Foods is expensive.
Whole Foods.
Like really expensive.
I think Mom's are relatively decent. I think they found the sweet spot.
That's the Mom's Market.
Yeah,
okay.
But even like I have that right. Like I've had that shock with Kaiya like the past 2 weeks going in there, and I'm like, you just bought all this stuff for like $60 when like that would equal like $300 a week at like Sprouts or like Whole Foods or something like that, or Target, right? Even Target, I feel like is kind of expensive. So you kind of definitely look up food deserts is a very interesting topic because especially when it comes along the lines of why in some areas of the country is the obesity rate up because they don't have accessibility like to farmers markets like we do, or they don't have accessibility to more fresh produce. It's very like you're gonna get canned stuff and that's what it is, and like it's a whole thing you can
it's
fall into a rabbit hole, but
it's like you can't, it's not like a produce or a farmer's market isn't available, but why do we have like a bodega or a poppy store on every corner? Why is that available? Why not have one of those be a farmer's market? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna fall into the rabbit hole that hard because it comes into a lot of socio-political things as well.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, but we know that or like just ideas of people are like, well, people here like with this amount of budget, like they don't want to eat healthy, so let's just give them the crap that I know we're gonna eat and like just shove it in the corner. So definitely like if you guys are interested in that, like I love learning about that. And especially right now, and here's the tangent time back in, especially the state of the planet, the way that things are going, guys, if sustainability does not increase and our planet keeps damaging, more food deserts will appear because we won't be able to have access to certain we won't if there's no rain in certain parts, we won't be able to grow those items. If the weather changes in one place, it can mean like an entire crop can't grow there anymore. So that is what essentially is going to create bigger food deserts, because those crops, that environmental change it's not necessarily like the socio-political environment, like political, it's the environment aspect of that, where it's going to make changes into like, this can't grow here anymore, so we can't move it anywhere. So you have what?
I said that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's where that ties in. It's like, like you said, it's a lot of socio-political stuff, but it's also the environment, and those things definitely intersect.
I feel like the environment is way more important because, I mean, you know, when we talk of sustainability, it's not just about because we're resellers, but we want to live as long as we can live on this planet. And, you know, you have to be like the environmental status right now. It's definitely something. It worries me, especially when, you know, my kids may not understand it. Like, oh, it's winter. Why is it warm?
You know what
That's not supposed to happen, guys.
You know what I think was I think people now that it's directly impacting us, right?
Yeah.
Like with California and the wildfires.
Flowers,
Sorry.
flowers.
We'd probably want the wildflowers, not the wildfires.
Yeah, we do with wildflowers.
Or, you know, with like, you know, the snow in Texas. I'm not going to jump into any weird, like, TikTok conspiracy tinfoil thing, guys, but I mean, now it's directly impacting us.
Yeah, and we can all see it.
The thing that really scared the bejesus out of me,
bejeebies, gave me the heebie-jeebies.
You know, my partner Marty has a younger sister. She's a teenager, and so she's learning about this as it's happening in her classes. You know, they're talking about the importance of she's learning sustainability. They're even like, oh, here's some vegan food to try, whatever, like, you know, whatever. I swear to God, I'm not trying to be on a high horse with this vegan thing, guys, but it directly corresponds with me and my sustainability. But she literally turned to Marty one day and was like, am I gonna be able to live on this planet? Because she was so scared from the factual information that she's learning from school,
which is crazy. Like, this stuff is for real.
She literally had to think, what if I only have a certain amount of years left on this planet at like 13, 14? Which I know at 13, 14, like, I didn't.
Like, why are you thinking about that?
You shouldn't think about that. Also, I never thought about that. And that stuff was happening. It's just we didn't see the correlation. Why am I doing this? Woo!
You guys can't see this. She's jamming.
I'm jamming.
Jamming.
But it's correlating. And so that literally struck something in me, because I was like, this teenager doesn't think she's gonna be able to live on this planet, and not because she's just like freaked out, like, because she's learning about this and she's getting the facts about stuff. So like, imagine being like, you have girls that age. Imagine if they came home and said, Mom, am I gonna be able to live on this planet?
Like, I'll be like, man, this is a conversation, but let's talk about it.
I love that your mom is like, yeah, let's talk about it. Yes, Kaiya, come on with that.
I'll be like, I can answer as much as I can answer, because I don't want to give you wrong information, and I do not know everything, even though my kids think I'm Jesus. Like, I'm just automatically supposed to know, like, whatever they say of a dime, and I'm like, I kind of got to use Google too, or Siri, whichever one comes first. So, but I love having those conversations with them. You know, we learn together. Let's learn together. Let's talk about it. I don't like to hide it. I don't want to hide anything from them, or like sugarcoat it or baby talk it. Like, this is the real, you know.
And I think we're past the point of hiding it. We're past the point, whether if you want to come out and say you don't believe in global warming, whatever it is, the proof is in the pudding. So these things happening are only the chain start to these other much worse things to happen. And it's not just going to affect people that you don't know, that are not in your area, that are living in a different part of the world or a different part of the country. That it's going to affect everybody on a massive scale. And I think that's why it's so important that we not only just, again, going back to that buzzword thing, like, we're not just talking about it, but we're trying our best. I'm not saying to do, 100%, but do the little things add up. Little things make big change is what I like to say a lot. So it's like doing those little things, even if it's just okay, I'm going to switch from this to this.
Right.
And maybe reselling is that thing for you. Like
It
instead
definitely is the thing.
yeah.
I feel like that's definitely like a change for everybody. Because I mean, what are we trying to do ultimately when we resell? I mean, it's a business, it's a profit for us, yes. But I feel like you start out in resellers because you initially want to save the clothes life. Like you want to give it a new home before it goes into a landfill, or just clog up the world. Basically, kind of like it's kind of what a landfill is. You want to give it new life. You want to keep it moving if it's in great condition. I feel like that's how we start off as that's our initial reason for being resellers. Like would you say that for you, Kate?
Yeah, I think it definitely is a part of why I started. Again, the person that kind of got me in the door, that Lori, she is very much about being environmentally conscious. She's a vegan sister. So, I when she gives knowledge about that, I hold on to it. Like the reason why I said the water thing is because she's told facts about like how much water this uses. And I'm like, oh no, Lori's gonna come after me. But like, she was like, yeah, she talks the talk and she walks the walk. And so for her, the reselling was part of that walk. And so I saw that and it made me take into that jump a little bit. There are other factors to it, but no doubt it was, part of it. And like everything, sorry, like everything too, again, there's levels to it. Now that I've been doing it for a while, I know that there are even more ways that can be sustainable within the realms of reselling. I've gotten into reworking pieces lately. So like, just because I don't want to sell it, how can I make it work? Like, just because it's what I think is a boring, how can I put my own twist on it and still save this item and show that it has like a different side to it? So for me, that's like, the sub, again, if it's like reselling the 10% of the iceberg is like I want to stop fast fashion. I want to like slow down the process of landfills, but like there are other levels to it. And like maybe reworking or just showing like using your fabrics like that you don't necessarily want to use, like how can you use those scraps to make something else? So
I definitely love those levels. But
yeah,
I'm definitely here to give you some facts, Kate. So, because y'all know I'm here for the facts. So just since we're talking about like sustainability and within our area, which is reselling and clothing and stuff. So, real quick, did you know that when you shop for new clothes, there are a number of factors that can affect the social environment, which impacts your purchases. So this is something that I did not know. There is clothing dyes contain heavy metal, and many companies apply toxic finishes to promote fire, wrinkle, and stain resistance. Did you know that? I did not know that.
No, but I'm not shook.
Okay. I guess I'm shooketh. I was like, wait a minute.
That might be the pessimist in me being like, everybody's got an agenda. Okay. So, like I did not know that. I'm glad I know that now. I think that's something that's important to know. Oh, but also it's kind of like the same way I'm not surprised when people put like, other stuff like in their foods, like not great preservatives or something like that. I don't know why I keep going back to food.
I mean, it's your thing. It's
but
and it's relatable.
So. Yeah, and it's like, yeah. So but again, I think with being sustainable, it's about being a conscious buyer.
Yeah. Like
you said, like the different social things, again, go back to, it's the same way. That's how you build taste. Like that's how you build a food profile. It's like there are things like your culture, your traditions in your family, right? There's like 7 different things that compile what you like. Like what you like and what I like is different because we come from there's different backgrounds. So and different like experiences and traditions and families, and that's what makes everyone's taste profile so different. But it's kind of the same thing with like clothing, is the way, when you're going to buy clothes, it's like that's the same thing. Even in reselling, it's like what we were talking about earlier today. It's like the FOMO versus just like really picking up things that you really genuinely love.
Right.
So, it's great. It's great to like save. Trust me, I want to save every piece of clothing from a landfill.
Yeah.
But like I also
like
always
even if
have
you
so
have to
much space
buy,
to work with.
like if people still, because it's, it makes the world go around. People are out there buying new items, new purchases, brand new clothing. And you guys, I just look at greenamerica.org. I always resort to this website when I'm talking about this topic because it gives a lot of like interesting facts. So like if you're looking to shop new, that there are different type of eco-friendly fabrics I guess you can look out for to have the greenest, quote unquote greenest clothing, like bamboo or organic cotton, wool, and tinsel. It has recycled polyester too.
Yeah, that's another one I like to find.
Yeah.
I will
It's
say
a
that's
ton of
hard
items.
with like the vintage stuff because it's like not like that, but then
Right.
also it's a two sides of the platform, right? Because it's like I'm saving maybe an item that's lived a very long life, and I want to continue that cycle, ensure that it can still be present in 2021. But also, it's like the material is like totally horrible for the environment, so it's like. But I think we're gonna definitely have that link down in the description for you guys because I think that's a really valuable source. And what I was gonna say on that is like use sources like that, and the best thing you can do, because you can't force people to shop your shop, right? You can't force people to do anything if they don't want to change. I believe Rhonda said it really great in the last episode. Some people you just can't, spend that energy on. They don't want to change. But if you just educate yourself and educate others, that's one way you can do that too. I know I've had experiences with past clients that, they like to go out, they like to buy the Forever 21, they like to buy the H&M, they like to buy like the fast fashion stuff. And I was just like, let's have a conversation. Here's like, and in a positive way too. It's not like me, like, again, I'm not getting a soapbox. It's, just having a plain Jane conversation. Usually starting with like, well, what do you do? Okay, well, I do X, Y, and Z and tell them. And then I said, the one fact I always go to, Kaiya, is that like, the amount of water it takes to make one pair of jeans is equivalent to running your hose on your lawn for 9 hours. So that's a really powerful stat when you tell that to somebody.
I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah, that one like hit with me, and I was like, that's a
just
lot
like
of water
9 hours of water just wasted
into one pair of jeans.
And do you know how much denim is out there? I mean, I just kind of swiped Goodwill, so I know I took up a lot of water.
But I mean, and that's the thing too. Like you're taking those pieces, you're creating your art, you're putting a new life into them.
Yeah.
And you're being sustainable, in that aspect. But that is one thing that I've said with past, specifically one past client, and that has made a change with them. They tried to, not that they 100% buy, or upcycled clothing or used, and I hate saying used clothing, but upcycled clothing or secondhand clothing. But they try to do it from time to time. And again, that's those small steps making big changes. Because that maybe 2 to 10% that they're not buying that fast fashion still makes a difference. Giant's different, especially at big corporations, right? Because they're hand over mouth. They want it 24/7. But I'm also really glad that there's a lot of companies that are trying
Yes
to get it right. They're trying to add options in. I'm not saying they're getting 100% perfect, but they're trying.
But I mean, they're trying. They're trying to make us take a different step, different approach.
Will
So
I say
I
the
applaud them
intention
for
is
that.
pure? Will I say the intention is pure? That's a whole
We
other
don't
topic.
know.
But I'm glad the options are there. So their intentions might not be 100% pure and innocent, but at least the options are there for that person that is doing, a genuine move to sustainability. I feel like it's a very broad topic with a lot of levels.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot to be learned all the time with it. I'm still learning.
That's the beauty. Keep learning. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You always gotta ask stupid questions to get to make smart
There's no
answers.
such thing as a stupid question.
There are stupid questions, but there are smart answers, is what I like to say. Right? So you can ask stupid. Look, I ask stupid questions all the time. I just don't have a care about asking stupid questions anymore. Because if I genuinely put that on there, like, I'm not going to learn anything. I can't put limitations on the questions that I'm going to ask mentally myself, because I go to people that give me smart answers, and that's how you make smart moves. So ask stupid questions.
Look at you coming through.
This is my TED Talk. It's called Ask Stupid Questions, Get Smart Answers, and Make Smart Moves. Yes. But it's true, because we do that all. That's, again, another whole topic. But, like, we do it all the time. Like I said in episode 2, like, how many times have we bad talk ourselves? Out loud, like, oh, I'm so stupid. But it's the same thing we do mentally when we're scared of what, actually asking a question like that.
Yeah.
And so, like, who determined that's stupid?
Because you think that you're expected to know it, or know about it, know what it means, know what to do, and you're not.
Yeah. So if you don't, and it, some people might take it the wrong way, but most people are like, that's a good question. Or that, I'm gonna give you the information that you're looking for, or I'm gonna try my best to do it. So most people aren't saying they're going, oh, that's like a stupid fucking question. Why'd you ask that? They're gonna provide the education. Yeah. Most people want to educate so that there's no longer ignorance about anything going on.
Yeah.
Whatever topic it is, they want to educate. They want to help you out. So ask stupid questions, get smart answers. Wait, I'm gonna revise this. Ask stupid questions. Get smart answers. Make big moves.
We are putting that on a t-shirt.
Copyright, y'all.
Yes, make that. That's going to be my Monday morning post.
Multiple streams of income. So, yeah, definitely, I think with sustainability, research small things, ask stupid questions, and try your best. And however you want to try your best in. If that's in your packaging, if that's in what you put in your shop, if that's, if you want to rework stuff, if you want to upcycle stuff, if you want to, if you just want to educate people on your Instagram, look, like, take one day and put some content out there about sustainability. Because we out here, we want it.
Yeah, it's useful. I love coming across posts on my feed where people talk about sustainability and give like a quick tip or fact or something. I love that. I save those, actually. I save those. I push the little save tag. I keep them in a separate folder. I love those. I really do. It helps me. I'm learning something scrolling through my feed.
Amazon Kaiya some sustainable paper plates. Sis, I'm about to roll you out with like 200.
Listen, don't make me do it, because if I can find them and they're not $30, because Lord.
No,
and my mom, and you know how my mom, she's not that much sustainable.
Barbara.
But she washes like paper plate. I don't wash paper plates. I'm just like, it's been a food touched them. That's it.
Barbara.
My mom is like, hey, we can wash that. I'll be like, what the hell?
Barbara's being sustainable. There she is. I see you, Barbara. But yeah, there are definitely, and like I said, there are levels to that,
See, they cost like $17.
For how many, though?
They sell these at Rite Aid. They're the brown looking.
Yeah. So, like, I know that you don't want to give them up.
Oh, I'm about to get these. 100 for $17.
See?
And ordered. I'm fast. My Amazon fingers be fast.
Your husband's gonna be like, you can't have this podcast anymore.
My husband's gonna be like, dude, I'm taking you off the Prime family package. You've exhausted your limits.
But like, it's a way to keep something that works for you, but in a more sustainable way. Oh, yeah. You know? So there are options to it. That's why I was like, sis, you don't have to stop.
That's not a bad price either.
Yeah.
See what happens when you don't know, and now you know.
You know, if
you don't know, now you know.
Just ask a stupid question.
Yeah, a stupid question. Is it sustainable paper plates? Yes. Check Amazon. Now ordered. See, look, that exact didn't Kaylin just say that? Ask stupid questions, get smart answers, make big moves. I asked a stupid question. She gave me a smart answer, and the big move was me ordering the goddamn plates. It works, people. It works. I'm a proven fact. It works.
I don't even know how to react to that. I'm just so tired. But I'm like, yes, get those not reusable, get those sustainable paper plates. But I think it's such a broad topic. That's why I'm so glad. I mean, we could take months and months and months, and there are definitely people out here that got podcasts just in the realm of sustainability in general.
Yeah, those are some great ones to listen to.
Those and the Clubhouse there's a sustainability chart on Clubhouse. There's a lot of really interesting information out there.
Oh yeah.
You could definitely fall in the rabbit hole. You can definitely get overwhelmed. And I just want to say, like, I'm excited that we talked this month. And one thing I just want to really clarify before things is that when you talk about that in the state of the planet, know that people are out here. We are trying to make a difference. We are trying to keep it going. And there are a lot of people making moves. So if we just keep that momentum up, like, I feel like mental health wise, it can get very overwhelming. It can get very scary in your brain when you think about not having a planet to live on anymore. So mentally, like, just know that people are out here. We just got to keep the momentum going. We got to keep doing the small things to make big changes. And, you know, if it hits you that hard, do some research, find out how you can get involved. You know, get involved in your community gardens. Like, we have a bunch of community gardens in Philly, Kaiya. It's like, get involved in a community garden. Get involved in, going and cleaning, like Atlantic City, like the beaches in New Jersey. Y'all, I'm sorry, like Nicole and all our Bushwork BFFs in New Jersey. Y'all, some of the craziness of trash left behind there, especially in the summertime, just pick it up. Like, if you see something, just pick it up, put it in the right container.
I used to do that with my kids. They used to hate that when we went to the park, and certain parks we went to, and I'm like, why is all that trash? I'm like, come on, let's pick it up. And I used to pack gloves in the car and pick it up. Let's pick it up and throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Like, let's just do that. You want to play here? We got to clean it up. I know there's, people threw their trash on the ground or, whatever, have happened. Like, let's just pick it up and put it where it's supposed to go. And sometimes people don't even throw the trash on the ground. I mean, we've been having a lot of issues with the trash getting picked up on time and being a large amount of trash, and what can happen when the wind is blowing and what happens and no one's willing to pick it up after that. So it can be that as well. It's a lot of reasons that the things are happening, but if we just band together, we all want the same thing. We want a clean street. We want clean smelling air. I don't want to walk down the street and smell my son's shitty diapers outside. I want to smell the fresh sunshine and the wild flowers.
I
don't want to smell the nasty stuff. So let's just pick it up. Let's just pick it up. Pick my son's diapers up, y'all.
It doesn't want to smell like that's. Oh my God! Especially with the pandemic too. There was like 2 weeks straight in South Philly, where my old neighborhood, where the trash was not picked up. And when I tell you, I was like, yo, A, I feel like I'm living in Wall-E. B, like the smell.
And I can get it because you live on a small street. So I can imagine the amount of like toxicity that was getting into all of those houses, and probably like the complaints you had to give to get that. Like, I live on a busy street, like a really busy street. So like one person complained and it was like, oh, we got to go here. We got to get it up now because they're complaining. And it's like, dude, why can't y'all just ride around and get everybody's trash until you're filled?
I told you, like, when that happened, Marty was like, yo, there's this guy on Instagram. This is why I love Instagram. And he was like, his profile is literally called The Trash Man. And he's a Philadelphia sanitation worker. Yeah. And he was showing like behind the scenes of being a sanitation worker during a pandemic, which like A is already crazy. Yeah. You know, the lack of supplies that they had. I mean, the great thing that came out of it, people were like, you know, going out and getting supplies. It's like the fact that he was like, you know, like the fact he was telling like they didn't have like non-pierced like medical gloves. Right. Yeah. And you guys know we have like a really bad heroin problem in the Kensington area. And they were picking up bags, guys, with like used needles in them. With these,
why should they sacrifice their life to do this when you know the government, the city, you guys can't provide them the tools that they need?
But I was mad about the trash, and then I went to his Instagram and he was like, yo, this is how it works. This is how much trash we can pick up. Like, there are guidelines to how much trash we can put in a trash truck before you have to drive it back. Exactly. And so, you know, again, the domino effect, people being home, you know, quarantined at home.
It's going to be like
a lot more
amount of trash. And we had to see it from, you know, we complain, but we have to see it from their perspective. They are essential workers. So just imagine, they are people too. They have families too. They need to make money as well. So they weren't getting paid what they should have been getting paid, working around the clock. They didn't get no raises. They sure, you know, got extensive hours. So I can just imagine, you know, how they feel as a worker doing all of this and not getting compensated or like cared about, you know, from their employers. So I can understand the, you know, the frustration within them. Like fuck it, I'm going on strike. I ain't picking up no trash today.
That's what they're saying.
Like, y'all got trash? Oh, tell them to send me some gloves or give me a raise.
Yeah, tell them to give me gloves so I don't get stuck with drug, heroin needles.
Like, how? That's yeah.
But like just learning the actual limitations, and then he was like, "This is literally us picking up that amount from one block. Now we have to drive that truck all the way back." So like,
and those trash places are in South Philly. Like, they are all the way down. So just imagine coming all the way up here to Northeast and getting all the way back down there. Like, how many times a day? Like, dude, I can't be a sanitation worker.
I said follow the seagulls, and you totally missed
it. True. Follow them. They be right at that Walmart
Why
parking
are
lot.
these all these seagulls?
They be right at a Walmart parking lot, ready to snatch up somebody's pretzel real quick.
Yeah, they're right by the IKEA. They come out.
Yeah, they really do.
They just vibe in that parking lot. I don't know.
They be out there. They be out there.
Lauren, you need some pigeons. You need some birds. I got it. I know where they are. I'm just gonna drive you to IKEA.
We know where the pigeons hang.
I just pictured Lauren like running out of the car, being like, "Hi."
Yo, Lauren.
So yeah, I mean, do your research, learn. You know, we talked about a lot of stuff. We're going to be talking to a lot of people about a lot of stuff in here. There's definitely one we want to.
And definitely DM us. You know, some sustainable facts. Give it to us. Hacks, ways I can be more sustainable.
Yo, tell us what to do to those coffee grounds. I'm like requesting right now. Can someone teach me about composting? Because
you know what I think of when I think of composting? Putting your trash in the freezer. I think that's like some of it, but my mom does that. She puts her trash in the freezer.
Oh, that's the hack, because if it's like too early to put it out, and I'd be like, it won't smell anymore. That's why.
I'd be like, Mom, you better get this goddamn trash away from my food.
Yeah,
No,
that's a
but
hack, so
she
it doesn't
grew
smell.
up doing that, she said. So it's just like, I don't even know if she knows the reason why she's doing it. But my mom is like, we did this when I was young, so it's like the way it's supposed to do it.
Yeah, we had roommates that did that one time. It was like the first time I was like, why is there all this trash in here? And they're like, oh, so it doesn't smell. Like it's like too like early, like it was a
Right.
Monday, but
Yeah.
we have like
My mom does
trash.
that.
You don't want it to
Chicken,
smell.
she be chicken bones and everything all up in the freezer.
But I need someone to teach me about composting because I
Yeah.
know that it genuinely should be doing it. I know that's something we can do with coffee grounds. And I know right now it's
And
like
I throw a lot of
accessible
coffee
to
grounds
it.
away. A lot.
Yeah. I
Making
know.
coffee about 2-3 times a day.
Yeah. So that's definitely one thing I know you can get like a compost bucket from IKEA now. It's like super easy. I just need to learn. Guys gonna Google it for me.
Used coffee grounds. What is Google telling us to do? Fertilize your own garden.
That would be like the compost.
Oh, it repels insects and pets. It removes fleas from your pets.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen that. That with like coffee grounds and oatmeal are really good.
Exfoliate your skin. I know that. Use it
Yeah.
as a natural cleaning scrub. It neutralizes odor. Scour your pots and pans. I did not know that.
Oh, I feel like the Tasty had a hack on that one time. It was like how to get like
I did not know you can. Yeah.
I know with the exfoliating because I've definitely done that where I've
You
like,
can make. Oh, you can make
made a mask.
coffee can.
What
I
happened?
know that. It's so cute. You guys, Java Press coffee candles. They look so cute. They look like a little coffee and like a little shot glass. It's a Java Press with an E on the end.com. You can remove hair product residue, enrich your compost bin or garden.
Yeah. See, I think I need to make that compost bin.
And it says, just be careful not to add grounds to areas where you're growing plants that could be damaged by a boost in soil acidity. Oh, touch up furniture scratches? What? Oh, I'm about to be saving. I'm about to put these joints in a can. And it says save for winter. Save them for winter. Nitrogen. Oh, they don't pose any environmental harm compared to salt. Save those grounds and sprinkle them along walking areas next winter. Oh, use them as an ice melt. Did you know that?
No, that's a joke.
It says save them for winter. Like if you live in an area where snow and ice is likely to pile up, keep your used coffee grounds for those storms. They make a great de-icer.
Yo, that's kind of clutch considering how much I like.
Yo, salt kind of went scarce this winter though, because I was looking for the rock salt and I could not find it.
Also, it's expensive and it is not dog friendly for me. So I hate putting it down. It's really bad for their paws. So that's an excellent alternative. That's a pet safe method.
Save it, y'all. Put it in, get a Home Depot bucket and just save your coffee grounds. And you can have a couple of those and sprinkle them down for when the ice come. And
clutch.
Coffee grounds are green, you know, like the green environment thingy. It doesn't pose any environmental harm compared to salt. We should really all be doing it. That's something we can, that little step we can make. I'm doing it.
Yes.
I am definitely starting that.
Team effort.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna be like, why do we have a giant bucket of coffee?
I'm like, I'm saving us in the winter. I'm definitely doing it.
Thank you guys so much for coming back and hanging out with Caitlin and I on another episode of Flip That Jawn. We hope that you enjoyed listening as we dive deep into our monthly topic of sustainability, with hopes that it provided you with some food for thought to keep growing on your own journey. Next week, come along with us as we discuss sustainability with our good friend Gianna at Style by J on Posh on Instagram. We know that this is going to surely spark some interesting conversations as we talk about the ins and outs of sustainable fashion. As always, thank you for listening and learning with me and Caitlin. Let us know what you want to hear next and leave us a review. Don't forget to subscribe to Flip That Jawn. See you guys next week.